This video is sponsored by Cometeer. The last ribs. I know, kind of a clickbaity title, but these are the last ribs of summer. Now, it doesn't mean I won't be doing any ribs when fall rolls around in a few weeks, but summer ribs, there's just something about making ribs out there in the warm weather of the summer on the grill. It just feels different. To me, they even taste different. It just has a great vibe to it when you're making those summer ribs. And that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're also going to be making a little bit of an altered sauce. It's a simple way to take a basic barbecue sauce and give it some additional great flavor that's going to go with these ribs. But first, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Cometeer. Cometeer is brewed coffee that is flash frozen at peak flavor. It's a new way to enjoy delicious coffee in under a minute. Every serving of Cometeer coffee comes in a recyclable capsule that can be made into any coffee drink you want. For a traditional hot cup of coffee, simply hold the recyclable aluminum capsule under hot water for a few seconds, peel back the cover, and drop the frozen puck into your favorite coffee mug. Add hot water, stir, and you've got amazing coffee without a coffee maker. But if you're out at the grill a lot like me, iced coffee is the way to go. Simply thaw the Cometeer capsule of your favorite flavor overnight in the refrigerator, fill a glass with 6 to 8 ounces of ice and water, and pour in the melted coffee. The result is a refreshingly pure coffee flavor that is simply delicious. With Cometeer, you get monthly shipments delivered to your door with boxes customized to your taste. Simply keep the capsules in the freezer and use them as needed to make the best tasting coffee without a trip to the coffee shop. For a limited time, you can get $40 off across your first 2 orders when you use my code RYE40 at cometeer.com. If you've been wanting to try Cometeer, now is the time. First thing I want to get done is this barbecue sauce. And we're going to use the blender here today to get it really mixed up well together. If you have a food processor, you can do that, or you could do it by hand. And the barbecue sauce I'm using is just some Kinder's mild barbecue sauce. Very sort of mellow and even, not a lot of extra kick to it, but very flavorful. So we're just going to get this whole jar into our blender here. And even though I'm using Kinder's, you can use any barbecue sauce you want. This is just what I have, and it's just gonna work well with this. Next up is a 20-ounce can of pineapple chunks, and this is a can that the juice has been drained from. I drained the juice, we just want the pineapple pieces, and these are going in here too. A little bit of juice in there, but that's fine. Now at this point, you could add anything else you want to this and it would be fine, but this is good for me. We're going with sort of a tropical pineapple-y barbecue sauce today. And we mix. Let's get a little taste of that. That Kinder's has a nice smokiness to it, and you put that sweetness of the pineapple in there with that little bit of tang, perfect. All right, I'm gonna get this into a container and we're gonna move on to our ribs. So I have a rack of baby back ribs here, nothing special about it, just a nice little meaty rack of ribs. First thing I wanna do is get the membrane off. I like to come about 2 or 3 bones from the end here. Just use a regular table knife. Get up under there, just until you can get a finger or a thumb there. Get that under. Pull it off. They don't always come off that easy. If you have to pick at it, don't feel like you failed. I've had to pick at it plenty of times. And for these last ribs of summer, the rub I'm choosing is really one of my favorite rubs from the last couple of years that I've tried. It's the original rub from Postal Barbecue. We've got good surface moisture on here. Don't need a binder. We're just gonna get a good coating. A little flap thing here I want to trim off. And then we're even going to hit this backside with some rub. Now I could actually do more trimming on these baby backs, but you know what, I'm not going to. These are ready to go. I want to get these on the grill. A lot of times I'll get these done the night before, season them up. I like doing that, but today we're going straight from this out to the grill. We're going to be using the SnS Grills Kettle today with the slow and sear. All right, that looks good to me. Let's get this out to the grill. All right, the SnS Grills Kettle is up to temp. My target temperature today is 250 degrees, and as soon as we open this up, I'm gonna put some cherry wood on. We should only need one piece of cherry wood today, but I've got another one if I need to add more later. Let's get our ribs on. And I have water in the reservoir for the slow and sear. All right, let's get our lid on, get smoking, and we'll come back in about an hour, see if we need to spritz. We'll probably be glazing these with that sauce around 2 hours. All right, we've been going for an hour now. The temp's been holding really steady around 250. Let's go ahead and check our baby back ribs. Our ribs are looking good, but a little bit dry on this side, so I'm gonna spritz with some plain water. Now let's get our lid back on, and we're gonna check these again in about an hour. All right, we've been going 2 hours now, still holding pretty steady right in that 250 range. Let's go ahead and check our baby backs and see if they're ready to be glazed or if they need a little more time. Looking good. Now we're not getting a lot of pullback on the bones over here. Let's go ahead and do a flex test. See how we're doing. Got some good flex, not a lot. Want to give this a little more time before I glaze it, so I'm going to throw another piece of cherry on here, and then we're going to close it up. I'll see you back here in about an hour. All right, we've been going 3 hours. I'm pretty sure it's going to be time to glaze these baby back ribs, so let's take a look. Oh, those are looking good. Let's get some of our barbecue sauce on here. Give that a good brush. Give this a quick tenderness check here. Oh yeah, we are feeling very tender. So I'm gonna let this go for about 20 minutes just for that glaze to sort of set, and then I will see you inside when we cut in and have a taste. So here is our rack of ribs. It's been resting for about 15 minutes after I took it off, that final 20 minutes once it was sauced. And I gotta say, I'm really, really happy with the color on this. It looks really good. It actually smells really great right now. There is a good aroma coming off of this. Some of that is the mixture of that cherry wood smoke, which to me does have a pronounced flavor once it's on food. Cherry wood smoke, I can't really tell the smell as it's burning. I can tell hickory, I can tell mesquite, I can tell oak, but a lot of other woods, as they're burning, it just smells like smoke. Cherry wood, though, once it hits something like chicken or pork, really does have a pronounced flavor to me. So let's go ahead and cut in here. Let me find my bone, make sure we get right between it. I'm not always good at this, but there's 1, 2. Let's pull one of our ribs out. Ah, there we go. Now we did this no wrap today. I wanted to do it that way just to make it a little simpler. Total cook time was about 3 hours and 20 minutes, 3 hours and 30 minutes, I think. So pretty standard for baby backs, which to me usually takes somewhere in that 3 to 4 hour range. I've had them take longer, I've had them take less. Every cut of meat's different, but let's dive in here and have a taste. This is how I like my ribs. Bite off the bone, not fall off the bone, where you take a bite and it pulls away from the bone. If you wanted these fall off the bone, I'd go another 30, 45 minutes, but for me, this is exactly the way I want it. That rub is really, really good. The Postal Barbecue rub, and I think it's complemented nicely by that pineapple barbecue sauce we made, that sort of conglomeration of a regular barbecue sauce and the pineapple. They just complement each other really nicely. For last ribs of summer, totally happy with these. Once again, I'd like to thank Cometeer for sponsoring this video. Please check out the link in the video description for more information on how to order some terrific coffee.